here's something that I want you to think about. Somebody you know, whether it's a friend, a coworker, or somebody in their family, somebody gets a new job. You know, this job will be a better title, better pay. It's good for them. This job is the move. And then 2 months later, you see them pull up in a brand new car. And the first thing you think to yourself is, all right, like they got the raise, they deserve it, they can afford this car. And in this video, this is the exact problem that we're gonna go over. Because that thought, like the thought that they got a raise, they can afford it now, that is the most expensive thing that people ever believe in. And I want to break down today why getting a raise is one of the most financially dangerous moments in a person's life. Like, it's not because of the money is bad, or it's not because, you know, wrong timing. It's because of what almost everybody immediately does with it. So why is it always a car? Like, whenever people get a job, it's always like a car. And I'll be honest, I am one of these people that think like this. Like, if I got a new job, I want a fire car. Like, it's not an apartment, it's not a vacation. Why is it like this? I don't know. Like, maybe put it in your savings. Like, why is the first upgrade always a car? And the honest answer is because the car is the most visible thing that you can own. Like, you think about it, nobody can see your bank account, nobody knows what your apartment looks like unless you invite them over. Like, nobody knows if you have money saved or if you're one paycheck away from just going in a hole. But the car in your parking lot, the car you pull up with, it's in the group chat. Like, people know it's you. The car is the loudest financial signal that most people have access to. And when somebody gets a raise, the first thing their brain does is look for a new way to show it. That's just the reality. It's not to save it, it's not to invest, it's to show it off. That's just human nature in a sense. And I guess this video isn't really judging. Like, I'm just saying that's what's happening. And once you see it, once you understand it, you can't really unsee it. Dealerships know this. Like, the person who markets cars for a living, they know that when somebody gets an increase in pay, it automatically triggers a car purchase. Like, they know when you get a new job, you're going to be online looking at cars. They know when the lease is up, when the old loan is paid off, when tax season hits. Like, they are not guessing about this. Like, as soon as you get that money, you are just an easy pick, and they are trained to spot this out. But let's actually talk about what happens to the money. Let's say you get a raise. It's $200 a month after tax, maybe $300. Like, that is a good raise, and you feel good about it. You earned it. You deserve to feel good about it. And then you go to the dealership, and a guy shows you a car with a $500 or $550 a month payment, and you think you got that raise, you can make it work. Because in that moment, you're comparing the raise to the payment, and the raise always wins. It feels like you can manage it. But here's what you're not doing in that moment. Like, you are not comparing the payment to nothing. You're comparing that payment to the raise you just got. And that is a very different calculation. Because let's look at this. $550 a month is $6,600 a year. And that's before insurance even goes into it. And it will, because you just got a newer car with a higher value. So insurance, if you didn't factor this in, insurance is going to be more expensive. And that's before the registration goes up because it's a newer car with a higher SS value. That's before you factor in now you're financing a vehicle that is losing value every single month. Like, you don't just owe the payment, you owe the depreciation. That car you just bought for $32,000 is worth $28,000 next year. That's a $4,000 loss in value. Just like that. Like, that came out of your raise too. You can't just see it as a monthly statement on paper. So if you're in this situation, do the actual math. Like, you got a $200 raise. You took on a $550 payment with a car. Like, overall, you're now $230 per month behind where you were before the raise. And you haven't even touched insurance or registration yet. Like, that raise didn't fund the car. The raise made you feel okay about the car. And those are two different things, because in reality, you are worse off right now than before you got that raise. And here's what this looks like over time. Like, this is the pattern that you tend to see more than anything when you look at people who feel like they're doing everything right but still can't get ahead. And it's because when the income goes up, the lifestyle goes up with it. The income goes up again, the lifestyle goes up, and it's like they're both on this ladder. Like, that gap between what you actually make and you actually spend, it never changes. Like, it might sometimes get smaller, it might get slightly bigger, and you might feel like you're doing good, but because every time there's some room, something else fills it. So you never actually really make more money. Whether it's a new payment, a new subscription, a new upgrade, These things always fill in that extra income, and a lot of times I feel like the car is the biggest one. From the outside, that person looks like they're winning. Like they got the nicer car, they got the newer phone, they're doing all these cool things, they're going on trips, they look fine, they look like they're handling themselves. But what you can't see from the outside, they're one layoff, they're one bad shift in the economy from a real problem. Because this lifestyle requires income. It requires this extra income that they've gained. Like everything is load bearing, they have nothing saved, and that car that looks like a financial success is actually just a ticking time bomb ready to go off. And I'm not talking about rich people alone in this video. Like I'm talking about regular people that make 50, 60, 70,000 a year, like regular money, not bad money. But you know, that money disappears every month because of the lifestyle that they have lived up to absorb whatever comes in. Like every raise, every promotion, it just gets slowly eaten up by new purchases. I don't want this to just be like a warning. Like I want to give you an actual like big picture of this. What does it look like when somebody gets a raise and doesn't upgrade the lifestyle? I know you guys want me to give like a perfect answer, but in reality, it looks boring. And that is the point. Like they live in the same apartment, they have the same car, the same expenses, but now they actually have that gap. Maybe it's $200 a month, maybe it's $300. That gap is the only number that matters, because that gap is the difference between being in control of your life or being dependent on that next paycheck to live up to the lifestyle that you have acquired. $200 a month is $2,400 a year. Like that could be an emergency fund built in 1 year of saving. That could be 3 months of expenses in 2 years. That's a down payment on something real in 5 years if you leave it alone and just let it grow. Like that money that keeps you from having to put your next car repair on a credit card, if you just save it up. The only way you get that money is by not letting the lifestyle eat it up every time the income comes in. And the people I see who are actually building something, they all have one thing in common. Like every time a raise comes in, they don't touch it. They let the raise be invisible. They act like it never happened. And they keep living the life they're living before it even showed up. And over time, like that gap is gonna keep growing bigger and bigger and bigger. And then that gap becomes options. That gap becomes the ability to say no to things that used to feel mandatory. That gap becomes the reason some people aren't stressed about money the way everybody around them seems to be. So in picture, it doesn't look like they winning because they don't really have the flashiest stuff. Like nobody's gonna be impressed by your savings account. That's just the reality of it. So guys, the next time somebody gets a raise and you see them at the dealership 2 months later, 1 month later, from this video, you know exactly what's going on. And if you're that person who just got a raise, think about what I said in this video before you go through that dealership door. Like that car doesn't change what the money does. It just makes you feel like it did. And that feeling costs a lot. It might cost you $600 a month for the next 6 years. Like you understand what I mean? This is a long-term decision. So if you have the option, keep the car. Keep that old boring car and let that raise grow. Invest it, save it, anything but wasting it. Like let that money pile up somewhere boring and invisible, but it's still actually yours. Like the flex isn't a new payment. The flex is building options for yourself. And hopefully you guys are able to take away something inspirational and motivational and worth your time from this video. If you made it this far, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. This might be a shorter video depending on, you know, when I edit, how much I chop out. I love each and every single one of y'all. I appreciate y'all watching this far into the video. If you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Buy TSX and travel, y'all. And you already know what's up. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Be safe out there, guys. Peace.